Make for Vernworth Palace. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Follow me, if you would. We have arrived.
Do you know how long you'll be?
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Such peace.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mate.
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
What was I supposed to do? I've clean forgotten. My sword arm could use some work.
have a great deal yet to learn, you see.
All my peers seem so much more. I'd sooner stay out of the battle, where it's possible.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
here?
We must consider the needs of the common folk as well.
Quiet at last. I'm surrounded by winches on all sides. I quite like it.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems like.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? What's this? The palace of Vermund is sending brass to an individual by the name of Dara. Surely there's a deeper meaning here. Though I cannot begin to guess what it might be. Methinks you ought to keep this letter with you. Perhaps your majesty will find someone who can make clear its intent. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
I'm I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we work to serve.
Well met, sir. Alright, we're pretty sticky.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want. To survive. So before you check the price, just remember,
Many thanks.
I appreciate the business.
What?
Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want. To survive. Hope to see you again.
Nope. purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Need anything? Well met, son. How might I be of service?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
You!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand each other. I'll be on my way then.
You showed mercy to the agent, Master. How very gracious of you.
I know not what to say.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim it. The title. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Predicament.
Come, I'll lead the way. We have arrived.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry. The Arisen.
Crowded pummel from time for an early supper. A fine place to sit together once for a spell. I'd fancy a kip, but not at the expense of my hair. My legs are as large.
Pray, leave me be, sir.
I know you're made of sterner stuff than that! Let them talk. I'm too old to care. Such quietude is a blessing.
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Suppose I'm tired.
Those new recruits could barely
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. Here we are.
So stiff.
Today, I must check my ledger.
Wise are as discerning with time as with folly. Fine placed.
I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today.
Quiet at last.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
The masquerade is already underway, sir.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out
fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts. Wealth is rooted in the soil of learning. Is this fast, troop?
Why, no. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
Always the same dismal affair, if you ask me.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Work done gracelessly is work done poorly.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain,
So
right?
tight. I'd kick just about anywhere.
Silence cultivates wisdom. Minute now. No sense getting cold.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Sure, patrolling.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
The sooner my duties.
There's no shimmer in the sunlight.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
The mixed smell of perfume always makes me queasy.
All I need's my health.
Just a delightful breeze.
Once the day's work is done. Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phaesus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phaesus fellow are all working together? Quite the sordid trio, eh?
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain unseen, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Disa's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that...
This task is our responsibility. We must strive to see it. Filled.
We're off to Vernworth Palace. Then.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. We shall remain here.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me!
But not at the expense of my duty.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize... Guards, seize the intruder.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just hoping to speak with you. Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest retainers. But therein lies our chance, for I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I cannot attend the masquerades. Mother refuses to allow it. I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to slip into the venue. Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much. Any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.